Hello everyone, Henry from Enterprise DNA here. In this quick video, we'll learn how to integrate Power BI reports right into your Power Apps, including the ability for users to filter something within Power Apps that then gets reflected in the Power BI tile as well. So let's go ahead, dive right in, and get started. Okay, so what I have over here is a very quick Power BI dashboard that I actually pulled through from sample data. It's called IT Spend Analysis Sample. It has various levels of information as to how this company is spending its IT dollars. We have it by month, we have it by infrastructure, actual versus planned. We have an overall figure as well. We're 6% over budget, and we have a few other things as well. And what we want to do is basically replicate one of these tiles, perhaps this one over here, into Power Apps. So let's go ahead and open our Power Apps and get right into it. We'll create a blank app, and let's call this one Power BI Tile Test. And we'll click Create. We'll create a tablet app, but you could easily create a phone app as well. And we'll wait until things get ready. Now, the key thing to remember when you're creating tiles within Power Apps here is that, well, there's a few things. The first thing here is that the tile must come from a dashboard. It can't come from a report. The reason is because dashboards are live, and it's assumed that whatever tile you put in here are live. I think the second important thing here is we'll show you how to actually add filtering capabilities, but they're currently limited. So you can only filter string-related variables. You can't filter, for example, things like numbers or dates and things like that. Okay? With that being said, let's go ahead and add in our tile. So let's go to Insert. We'll then go to Charts, and then select Power BI Tile. Okay? Perfect. Over here on the right-hand side, we can now choose what tile we want to bring in. So we'll click our workspace. The report or dashboard that I showed you was actually in my workspace, so we'll click that. The dashboard will be IT Spend Analysis Sample. And then the actual tile, let's make it, let's see, Amount. Is that the one? Perfect. Okay. So now we have our Power BI tile in here. And the nice thing about it is that it's dynamically sized. So it fits on all screens. If you click play, for example, it goes bigger screen and it looks great. If it's on a phone, it looks great as well. If it's on a tablet, it'll also look great too. And if you click it, it basically takes you to that Power BI dashboard and report. Okay, awesome. Now that we have this, let's add some functionality to it. Right now, this shows us our amount for actual and different scenarios for every single month, but for all departments, business areas, and countries. Well, if we go to the underlying report and go to the tables, we can see that we can actually filter if we want. So we can filter by business area, by cost element, by country, sales region, by department. For our purposes, let's filter by business area. And we have different examples we can choose from: BU, distribution, infrastructure, and so on and so forth. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to filter by business area, and we can see that that comes from the table called business area. They just happen to be the same name. So to add a filter, we can go to Power Apps, and we need to access the tile URL property. And how it works is at the end of your tile URL, within the quote, obviously, put in an ampersand, and then a $, and then a filter. And you need to specify the table name / the column name that you want to filter by. So our table name is business area. Our column name is also business area. Now, the one thing to note over here, because Microsoft doesn't like spaces, is you have to replace the spaces with X0020. Okay, so make sure you do that, and you have to add in the underscores as well. This is just how Microsoft represents spaces when it's doing its thing. okay? And we need to do the same thing for the column name as well. Booyah. Okay. Very similar to OData filters. If you don't know what OData filters is, it's basically the filtering logic we use within Power Automate as well. You have to then write EQ, which stands for equals, and then you have to provide a string. So for now, let's provide distribution. So now we should only see sales, or really IT spend, where the business area is equal to distribution. However, we can see it is currently not working because we still have the full amount. Well, what do we need to do? The key property you need to change if you are adding any interactivity is if I go all the way up, AllowNewAPI. If you look at the documentation, this is what allows Power Apps to basically go in and say, okay, this is going to be a live interactable report. So we'll change this from false to true. Before it was just static. Now it'll actually interact with Power Apps. So now we should see this changing. We should see, instead of 300 million, we should see about, I'm not sure what the distribution spend is, but it should be much lower. 15 million. Perfect. Okay? And we can know this works because right now this is about 15 million. Whereas if I go back to tile URL, if I change this to BU, for example, now it's about 40 million. So it is changing. The report is being filtered, which is exactly what we want. Now, the final thing that we have to do is basically link this filter to a control within Power Apps. So let's create a dropdown. And let's go to the items. The items right now is just, I think, 1, 2, 3, but let's change that. So let's make the items equal to whatever this guy is, and we'll just select the first 3 as an example. So BU, distribution, and infrastructure. Okay, let's go back over here. BU, distribution, and infrastructure. Okay. Perfect. So now if I click play, I should be able to toggle through these things. Amazing. The next thing I need to do is make sure that this tile URL links to this dropdown. Well, that's fairly easy too. Let's get rid of BU. We'll then add in 2 double quotes and then ampersands between them. And over here, we need to put down dropdown 1 dot selected text dot value. Okay, perfect. Now we have everything we need to do to basically create a full interactive Power BI report within Power Apps. So if I go over here, right now I'm looking at BU department, but if I go over here, I can change it to infrastructure, for example. And let me just see if it works. If I go over here and change it to infrastructure, it should be almost the same. So we should see something like this. And we do. Perfect. If I change it to distribution, we should see something like this in Power Apps. Let me change it over here. And perfect, we do. Awesome. So in about 5 to 10 minutes, what we've done here is we've basically taken a Power BI dashboard tile, put it into Power Apps, but not just that, right? Also added interactivity to it by basically linking it to a filter. Awesome. Now this was just a preview. Basically during the reporting and data visualization summit, we'll go and spend 45 minutes on this and talk about other cool things we can do when we mix in Power BI to Power Apps. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Enterprise DNA TV. If you enjoyed the content covered in this particular tutorial, please throw the video a like. It really helps us and we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Enterprise DNA TV channel. We have a huge amount of content coming out all the time from myself and a range of content creators all dedicated to improving the way that you use Power BI and the Power Platform. Lastly, check out Enterprise DNA's website. Plenty of resources and further learning that you can access very easily. All the best. Take care.